hi. I'm Mona. This is Chit. I got bit. I got bit by something. I got to put a little bit of calamine lotion on there. So yeah, we just got back. Yeah, it looks like a garage sale across the street. And they dumped a bunch of stuff at my neighbor's house. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Probably because, you know, she takes things over there. I've given her a lot of things too that the lady left that I didn't want. And I ask her, do you want it? She take it. Maybe she knows people. I see, you know what? I see a propane tank over there, but I don't want to get it. I don't want to get anything from there because, you know, the bad vibe energy. You know what I mean? Look, you see this fly right here? Shit. I have the door open. You know what I mean? I have an outside dog and an inside dog, and both of them need access, so. I'm thinking maybe I should get like a little screen door that has like a little dog door or something. I don't know. Maybe. Right now I just have the fabric there, but yeah. You know, they have so much stuff over there. Oh yeah, the neighbors are gonna get it probably. You know, they're gonna drive by. I know there's a guy that drives by and just picks up garbage, like random stuff that people put out. Hold on, let me look. Let me be nosy. I don't really see anything good over there, except for that propane tank. Because, you know, I'm a camper. But nothing else. It all looks like junk. Oh, shit. I see weights over there. We all know they didn't use them. I see weights over there. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Their vibe is super bad. And I'm like a firm believer, like I don't accept things from people where the vibe is bad because, you know, the vibe carries with their stuff. No thanks. Those weights look very tempting now though, but nah, it's cool. Because weights are kind of expensive. They're like 20 bucks a piece, depending on how much. But we know they didn't use them. You know? Anyways, even if I did get them, I don't know how often I would use them either because I use my own body weight. Like I do the push-ups. I try to do like leg exercises and I do the stomach things. Yeah, I kind of don't need those. Those will bulk me up anyways. I don't want to be bulky. I want to stay like, you know, feminine looking, you know, because bad enough I already look like... But that's because I have dogs, you know what I mean? Who am I going to dress up for? No one around here, and my dogs like me no matter how I look. So I wear stuff it's okay if it gets damaged. You know what I mean? Yeah, dogs are rough. You know, hiking and going out and crawling through, you know, mountains, and that's rough. I haven't done that lately, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go somewhere. Probably next week we're going to go somewhere. Next week, I think we're going to go. Because you know what? I had an idea with the ice. I have this like big plastic container. And I filled it up with water and I froze it. Then I took it out and I bagged it up. And then I did it again. And I did it 3 times. So I have 3 blocks of ice. I'm thinking I might have to break them too, though. Because 2 might fit in there. And 1, I will have to break it. But hey, you know. It's my own ice. It's my own water. I'm paying for it, right? So, yeah, that's what I did. I'm going to try that out. And I tried not to get... Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to make some ribs tonight. I'm going to get the crock pot out and hook up some ribs. I made some stuffed bell peppers. So I had that last night. But, yeah, I don't want to buy too many frozen things because, you know, when you go camping, the stuff melts. But where I think that we're going to go off-grid for sure. There's not going to be no contact, no nothing, because that's how it is over there. And the most beautiful places are like that. So, I might actually do a couple extra readings because there are hot spots where I can go, but I have to upload them here. Over there, I will never be able to do it. So if I have them uploaded already, then I can just make them public. You know, it's easier that way. So yeah. I'm kind of happy for that. Um, that's all I have, really. I was thinking, oh, it's because I was talking about the propane tank and then I saw the weights. Yeah, no. I have a propane tank. It's fine. That's just about all I need. I don't need to be hoarding propane tanks, number one. Number two, I have my exercise machine. And I do exercises trying to use the weight from my own body, right? Squats, whatever, right? So I don't need those weights. So yeah, that's just me thinking for a moment, ooh, I could use those. But no, that's being greedy. You know, maybe someone else around here can grab them and use them, you know. But most likely they will grab them because of a hoarding thing going on. Like, oh, it's nice, let me get it. You know, I, like there's a mattress over there though. It looks dirty. You know, I have a mattress here too, and they didn't want it, but my mattress is clean and brand new. I couldn't really use it. It was hurting my back. I think she only had it here as decoration in the house or something. I don't know. But I'm going to keep my mattress though. I have a good idea for it one day, I think. I don't know. I was thinking of making that like a library in there, in that room. But, you know, when I think about things and I think about the house and the structure of the house, you know, I don't think these types of houses are built to like load them up with tons of furniture, right? Because the foundation is kind of dirt sand and things can sink right here, you know. I'm still above, you know. But yeah, these houses aren't built for like heavy ass tons of furniture. No, you get what you need and that's it. You know, like I don't think that the weight of my furniture in here is putting a strain on the house, because you also have to think about that stuff too, what kind of foundation you have. This house is not for that. This house is not for bringing in all kind of china cabinets and all. No, it's not. You know, it's whatever it has, the weight load is good for it. What I have here, I don't know what everybody else has, but I have seen in there's a lot of furniture in there. There's also a lot of furniture in this neighbor's house. On the corner, they have a lot of furniture in there too. Like the weight load capacity, I think for the house, it's just for simple, basic stuff. It's not to hoard. No. But that's just the way I think, you know, because I see a little bit of porch structure stuff that could be tightened up a little bit up there in the future. But other than that, it seems structurally sound right here. I just have to, just don't load it up with stuff, you know. What am I going to put in here anyways? There's really nothing I want, you know. I did get that table. I don't really need it. But you know what? I got the table because it's a little project I can do. Because I have a sander. I have a sander. I want to use it. Tools and stuff, for me, is important. Yeah. If you have tools, that's something that, well, you can hoard tools, all right? You shouldn't have more than one or maybe one or two of certain particular tools, right? Like drill bits or something like that, right? But if you have a drill, you don't need like 10. If you have a sander, you don't need 10. You know what I mean? You have a miter saw, you only need one, right? Depending on what kind of work you do, right? If you're like a carpenter and yeah, okay, you need a lot more, right? You probably need bigger equipment too. But when it comes to like tools to work on the car or work on anything, or tools for like, you know, fixing little piece of furniture or something like that, you know, like I think it's important to have tools like that. Yeah. That's something that is good to have. You know, books are good too. And books weigh a lot. That's what I was thinking in that back room, because it's kind of empty-ish. There's nothing in there. I got some empty boxes. You know, I don't really have, you know. So I was thinking, and I have my little bookcase out here. I like it out here though. It looks like a nice little decoration piece. I don't know. I made it myself. And it has all my books. Well, it doesn't have all of them because you know what? I thought it did. But then the other day I walked into, you know, I took a shower and I was going to the closet and I have a whole box of books down there. I didn't realize, I forgot about them. And then when I go into the spare room there's a stack of books in there too. Some of them are books and some of them are journals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I have a lot of journals where I wrote a lot of crazy stuff in there. Yeah, that's what journals are for. You write your crazy thoughts, For me, I have this channel. I haven't written in a journal for a long time. The only time I've written in books was, oh yeah, when I was writing down information about, the corrupt town and the information about the sheriff's department and stuff like that. Those are the only things that I have written in books, phone numbers, contacts. But as in for journaling, no. I've been using this channel, it's so much easier to just talk about things. And even though journals are usually like private, whatever, whatever, I mean, I don't really have anything privacy to talk about, like anything that's so private. Like I don't have any secretive stuff like that. And it's probably because I'm not an evil person. Only evil people and weird, things people got to hide. I don't really, and you know what? In the past, I did have personal thoughts, and we do have personal thoughts, and you write them private. But me, I don't care. I'll talk about that shit right here. I don't care. Because this channel is my journal. It's not your journal or anybody else who's watching it. And if you don't like it, don't come. But there's people that like it, so that's cool. And I'm not trying to be mean, but there's like interesting thoughts I have and things about how I've healed through my own personal traumas. That's why I want to share, because maybe somebody out there will get an idea of how they could help themselves, heal from some sort of past trauma or how to get over it or whatever. I talk about that on the tarot channel. Like these two channels, I feel they're to help people. And the third one is too, like, I wouldn't create these channels if it wasn't to help people, right? I've always been that kind of person. I like to help people, but sometimes you can't do it in person, I can do it in person if there's not big crowds. If it's just like one-on-one or I meet a couple people, then it's okay. I can talk with people. But like when it comes to crowds and stuff, I was thinking in the past too that, I wanted to go and do like, motivational speak. No, I wouldn't be able to handle the audience. It would give me a high anxiety. So that's another thing I can't do. So I use YouTube because YouTube is easier. I'm not around anybody. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about whatever I want. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. That's just it, I'm not here for your benefit, unless you can get something positive out of it, right? This channel was also for myself to reflect on me and what did I do when I was thinking about these things and when I was reflecting on what happened, and stuff like that. Look, another chit-chatty morning. After those walks, I have a lot of energy. Yeah, look, 13 minutes. All right, I'm going to cut it short. If anything comes up, I don't think so, though. I don't think so. I think it's just going to be a regular day. Yeah, that's all I have. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.